The Real McCoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real McCoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he may take Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Oh, Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
She sure is a beauty, ain't she, Grandpa?
Yeah, she sure is. Woo! If a fella had a gun like that, the quail would come flying right at him. They consider it an honor to get shot. What's the price, Steve?
Well, it hadn't changed, Grandpa. It still says $48.50.
Yeah, God damn it. I guess we still have to use our old gun. Busted sight and all.
Hey, Grandpa.
What is it, Luke?
How about this?
What'd you say?
It says, women, enter our Mrs. Homemaker contest. First prize, $50 in merchandise. Sponsored by Carter Brothers General Store.
$50?
That's what it says. Well, if we was a couple of homemakers, we could win us that gun.
Yeah, well, we ain't sure that's that. Luke, I just thought of something. What about Kate? She's a homemaker. We could put her name in.
Oh, I don't know, Grandpa. Kate ain't much of a one for entering contests.
Well, it's a shame not to enter in one that she could win. You know she's the best girl-done homemaker around here.
She sure is.
And think of the honor, Luke. And the gun.
Well, I guess I could talk to her about it.
Well, why do that? Put a name in, and then we'll talk to her.
Wait a minute, Grandpa. Now, I ain't so sure it'd be right to do that without asking her. I mean, what if she don't like the idea?
Now, look, Luke. If we listen to this sign, we can have that gun.
I sure have always wanted a gun like that. And I wouldn't be much of a husband if I didn't think that my wife was good enough to win.
You're so right, Luke.
Grandpa, it's practically my duty to turn Kate's name in.
It's your bounden duty, Luke.
By golly, I'll do it.
You're a good husband, Luke. Get them three right between the eyeballs. Kate, we're home.
In the kitchen, Grandpa.
Here, Luke. Ain't that a pretty picture?
That is the prettiest picture of a homemaker I ever saw.
I may not be the prettiest homemaker, but right now I'm the tiredest.
Well, now, it don't show. But what does show is it's a sparkling clean kitchen. Not a speck of dust nowhere. You know, Luke, when you married Kate, you got yourself a jewel?
Oh, I know it, Grandpa. I know it.
She ain't only an all-around homemaker. She's a... Luke. Just take a whip of that soup she's making. Just take a whip. Go on.
Yummy.
I'm boiling little Luke's overalls.
Well, how do you like that? She makes everything smell good.
That is the mark of a real homemaker.
All right, you two. Now, what's this all about? All these compliments about me being such a great homemaker.
Well, it's just the gospel truth, isn't it? Oh, let me do that for you.
Hey, Luke's right, Kate. It's just a shame that a whole lot of people don't know what a good homemaker you are instead of just us.
Well, as long as my family knows it, that's good enough for me.
Oh, no, it ain't, Sugar Babe. Why, I wish there was some way of letting everybody know it.
But there is, Luke. Carter's General Store is having a homemakers contest.
Homemakers contest?
Yep, and all the women in the valley is entering. And Kate could win it hands down.
Well, of course she could. Yeah. And you ought to see the prize.
They're giving an award with your name on it. Make it an honor.
Yeah, I suppose it's an honor.
Well, sure it is. Grandpa, why don't we enter Kate's name?
Right now.
Yeah.
Grandpa, this is sure sweet of you, but you know I'm not one for entering contests.
What contest?
The Mrs. Homemaker contest down at Carter's store.
Yeah, and we think Kate can win it.
Sure, Kate. Why don't you enter?
Oh, I don't know half.
But you're a wonderful homemaker.
Yeah, and a good cook, and you keep a sparkling house.
And think of the honor and the gut.
Imagine walking into the next PTA meeting as Mrs. Homemaker.
Mrs. Homemaker. It does sound kind of nice.
Please do it.
Come on, sugar babe.
Well, all right. You can put my name in. Come on, Hattie, let's get to the bedrooms.
Evening, George.
Hi, look. Hi, Image.
Hi, George. We're going to have us no razzle-dazzle of the game tonight, I tell you. Kate's gone to PTA meeting. We're going to have the whole house to ourselves. What's the idea of getting all fancied up, you know? You don't have to get all decked out to get skunked at checkies, you know.
Well, truth is, Amos, I just come by and tell you can't play tonight.
You can't play?
No, just as I was leaving the house, I got a call. I got to go into town.
Well, that's a fine howdy-do on our regular checkie play at night, and ours all fired up.
Sorry, Amos. Business before pleasure.
Business before hogwash. You peeked in that window before you come in the door and you seen me and you knew I was red hot. You're just afraid of getting a licking, that's all.
Don't holler at me, Amos McCoy. I could lick you with both eyes closed. But this date in town's important.
Well, what's more important than keeping a date with me that I've been figuring on all week?
Meeting with the head of Carter's General Store to talk about judging. That's right.
Judging?
That's right. I've been selected to judge the store's Mrs. Homemaker contest. And that ain't hogwash, so excuse me.
Now, George, wait a minute. I wouldn't have flied off of the handle if I'd have known you was going to town on such real important business as that. Me and Luke wants to congratulate you, don't we, George?
We sure do. George, it's a real honor you getting picked for judge. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And I intend to do my best.
Yeah, you'll do a bang-up job of it, that's for sure. But say, George, you don't have to rush off now. Why don't you come here and sit down and rest yourself a minute in one of Kate's bright ever-polished chairs?
Well, I can't stay long here.
That's all right. You just sit yourself down now. Sit back, George. Sit back. God darn it, we got to celebrate this happy occasion. Hey, Luke, you go on out in the kitchen and fetch George a piece of that mouth-watering homemade pie of Kate's, will you?
Coming right up.
Amos, I just ate before I left the house.
Well, the honest can stand more pie, George, and Kate makes the best in the county, bar none.
George, you come up here and have this pie sitting at Kate's sparkling clean dining room table.
Well...
Hey, come on, not that it makes any difference the way you eat in this house. She keeps you so spick and span where you could eat off on the floor. Couldn't you, Luke?
Right. There you are, George. And there's plenty more if you want it.
Always did enjoy Kate's cooking. She in the contest?
Contest?
Yeah, the homemaker's contest. I told you I was judging. No, Kate ought to be in it.
Oh, we never thought about it, Luke.
You know, that's funny. It just never crossed our mind.
Yeah, well, it takes a smart fella like George to think of them things. Then again, I guess he knows who he'd like to vote for.
Wait a minute, Amos. You know, I can't play favorites.
Oh, no, George, we wouldn't want you to do that.
Oh, of course not. We wouldn't want to win no way, but honest. Give him another piece of pie, Luke.
No, I better not. I better not stretch my stomach. You know, I'll be eating a lot of food in the next few days, you know, in the contest.
Well, now's a good chance to get loaded up with good food before you have to take on some of that second-rate stuff, you know.
Maybe so, but...
Cut him another piece, Luke.
Grandpa, I got to talk to you. I got some news, some bad news.
Bad news? What's the matter? Carter stole the gun?
No.
You told him to hang on to it, didn't you?
Grandpa, the gun is still there, but we haven't got a chance of getting it.
Why, what are you talking about, boy? With George McMichael being judge, we practically got that gun in the hand right now.
George ain't the only judge.
What?
No, there's going to be 2 other judges dropping in on us.
You mean we got to get 3 of them to vote for Kate?
No, but we got to get 2 out of 3.
Oh, Luke, that ain't democratic.
Grandpa, wait till I tell you who the other 2 judges are. One of them's Willard Hasby.
Well, that's good. He's a large brother.
Well, he's also got 5 daughter-in-laws, and they're all in the contest.
Well, we still got a chance. Who's the other one?
Hold on to yourself, Grandpa. The other one is the widow Comstock.
Amanda? Oh, no. You sure of that, Luke?
That's right, Grandpa. Old Flapjaw. That is what you called her at the last Grange dance, isn't it? Or was it Gravel Throat?
No, it was Flapjaw, Luke. But only said it in fun.
Well, she wasn't laughing, Grandpa. And she also wasn't laughing when you told her that dancing with her was like dancing with a pickle barrel. With the pickle still in it.
Yeah, I suppose that did put a dent in our friendship.
Now, Kate sure ain't gonna get a vote from her.
You say, Luke, there is one way we can get out of this.
Well, how?
I gotta get back into Amandy's good graces.
Hmm?
You remember she used to be sweet on me once?
Yeah?
Now, if there's just a teensy-weensy spark of that left, maybe I can fan up the old fire.
Grandpa, the only fire's gonna be when she burns your ears.
Yeah, but you're forgetting one thing, boy. Us McCoys always been catnip to women. See, I'm going to dust off my Sunday suit. Pick me a bunch of flowers to take over to her, will you? But don't get nothing in this after make her sneeze, because I wouldn't want her to open her mouth more than she has to. Afternoon, Amandy. Peekaboo.
It's you. What are you doing here?
Just a bee drawer to the honey. Here, Amandy, I brung these for you.
Just what I needed.
Well, you can use these to feed them.
It's McCoy. If you came for a reason, state it and then go.
Why, Amandy, you sound like you didn't want to talk to me. It's been a long time.
Not long enough.
Yeah, you're just like all them female butterflies. You get so many beaux after you that one more in the vine don't mean nothing. Have you forgot the Grange dance?
How could I forget that? That's the night you held a quarter behind my back for George McMichaels to cut in and take me off your hands.
That ain't so, Amanda. It was 50 cents. Now, look, Amanda, you ain't going to believe this. But look, I've been thinking a lot about you, you know. I said to myself this morning, I said, Amos, you should set your cap for that Amanda Comstock. That's what I said. And then I says to me, she's a fine-looking woman. She's got style. Lots of it. She's so awful young.
Amos McCoy, I don't believe you. Not after those other insults, comparing me to a pickle barrel, calling me Flapjaw.
Why, that was just part of the plan to break us up.
Break us up?
Why, sure. I'd much rather turn you agin me than to saddle a beautiful young thing like you with an older man. You are in your 30s, ain't you? The low 30s.
You know that I'm older than that.
Oh, please, don't flash that dazzling smile at me up so... Pity on an old man.
I know they say a man is as old as he feels, or as young.
Well, I told you how young I feel when I'm around you. You'd blush.
Go ahead and tell me.
Well, there's a chance. It ain't too late.
Well...
You ain't going to regret it, little girl. I'm going to show you a big time. Starting right away, tonight.
Oh, Amos, tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to take you on a fling like you've never seen before. Everything's going to be just for you.
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
I'm going to take you over to our house. You're going to have the best supper you ever had, and you're going to eat it in the cleanest house you was ever in, and you ain't going to have no trouble judging cake when you...
Judging? Oh, judging. So that's it. That's the reason for all this sweetness. You found out that I was a judge in the homemakers contest.
Oh, no, Amanda.
You didn't want me. You wanted my vote.
No, honest.
You haven't got an honest bone in your body. Now you get off of my property. You and your thievery and your lies. Now get out. Get out.
All right, I'll go. But as far as paying George McMichael 50 cents to dance with you, that was cheap. I had to pay all them other fellas $1.
Guess who's inside? Ooh. It's George and Willard Hesby come to judge Kate's homemaking. Now, we're sure of George's vote, and if you got Amanda's vote... Oh, you have got Amanda's vote, haven't you?
It was a pickle barrel all over again.
Well, there goes our gun. With only George to vote for Kate, we're dead.
How do you know we only got George's vote? We ain't even tried to get Hesby's yet. See, I'm going in there and work on him.
Hey, wait, Grandpa, save your breath. I told you about his daughter-in-laws. Oh, we haven't got a chance with him.
Now, look, that ain't the way a McCoy talks. A war ain't over till the last shot's fired. And I'm going in there now and give him a volley. Kate! Kate! Hey, I'm just starved. You got any of them wonderful pickles of yours? Well, George. Willard. Imagine seeing you here. What you do, drop in for a snack?
Amos, we're here as official judges.
Oh, for the contest, huh? Well, Kate's good cook will make it easy to pick a winner. Willard, did you ever taste such wonderful angel food, Kate, in your life?
Amos, will you kindly leave the table?
Just trying to be sociable, George.
You see this?
Yeah, what'd she say?
Official judge.
Well, that's pretty. Willard?
And the only one that can talk to an official judge is another official judge. Are you an official judge?
No.
No. Then you can't talk to me or to Willard. So will you kindly leave the table?
Do you mean to tell me I can't talk in my own house?
Rules, Grandpa.
Well, that's a lot of nonsense. Now, look, Willard.
I'm afraid she's right, Amos.
Thanks, Kate.
Yeah, hi, little Luke.
Hi, Grandpa.
Well, I guess you had taken about every house in the valley, but they ain't none as good as Kate's.
Well, I don't know, Grandpa. I had some over at Mrs. McCoys.
I've been meaning to speak to Kate about this boy's appetite. All he does is eat, eat, eat. And I can see why, too, because her food's that good. And look how he's grown. Willard, would you believe he's only 4.5 years old?
What are you talking about, Amos? 4.5. Why, that boy's at least...
Don't talk to me, George. I ain't a judge. You just remember the rules. You went out and play in your sandbox, because that's what you'll be doing next year when you start in kindergarten.
Kindergarten, Grandpa. I'm in 5th grade.
Now, ain't that hard to believe, Willard? 4.5 and he's in the 5th grade? Kate's food ain't only nourishing, it's brain building.
Works for me. Thank you, Kate. I think I got a pretty good idea. And goodbye, all.
Where you going, George?
Someplace where I won't have my intelligence insulted.
George, wait a minute. I wasn't saying that for you. I was trying to get Hesby's vote. Well, sure, yours.
You are, huh?
Well, sure, you're voting for Kate, ain't you?
I can't say.
What do you mean you can't see?
There's other homes I have to visit.
Has other homes got your best friends in them?
Right now, I ain't got a best friend. I'm a judge. An impartial judge.
Now that's a pretty howdy-do. After me spending all the time of buttering you up and feeding you good homemade pies and bread and second helpings, too.
You was buttering me up.
Now, wait a minute.
Oh, what a shameful thing to do. A sneaky, shabby, shameful. I've had myself.
George, wait a minute.
Is that the volley you was going to fire, Grandpa?
It don't make no difference. We ain't got a Mandarin. We ain't got Hesby's vote anyways.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Hesby, and thank you for all the nice things you said.
Don't mention it.
Don't worry, we won't. Now you can vote for whichever daughter-in-law you're going to vote for.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. This little lady's the best little homemaker I've ever seen.
What, you mean that you ain't going to vote for one of your daughter-in-laws?
Oh, I can't stand their cooking.
Goodbye and good luck.
Bye.
Mr. Hesby.
Bye.
Did you hear that? I declare I got a good chance of winning this contest.
Well, now, Sugar Babe, don't get your hopes up too high.
Oh, I won't. You must admit I got a reason for hoping. Thank you both for putting my name in.
Oh, golly, I feel just awful.
Me too. That George. The next time I pick me a best friend, I'm going to pick me one that ain't so gall-darned honorable.
Declare, Grandpa, it's downright disgraceful to go hunting with a gun like this. Well, the rabbits just sit there and laugh at you.
Pitiful, that's what it is, just pitiful. And gall-darned George. I just wish he wasn't my best friend. Hey, looky, Duke. A telegram. Somebody must have died. I bet it's my Uncle Leslie. Go on, open it up. What's it say?
Oh, it's addressed to Kate, Grandpa.
Oh, the name Uncle Leslie. Well, open it up. What's it say?
Grandpa!
Good news? Somebody leave us some money?
No, Grandpa, it's about the contest. Kate won it.
What?
Yeah, that's what it says here. To inform you, the judges have awarded you first prize. Hey, Kate! Hey, Kate! Kate!
A good old loyal friend, George. I always known he was my good friend.
She ain't here, Grandpa. She must still be in town.
Yeah, that works out real good. Now we can go get the gun before she finds out about it. Come on, boy. Pow, pow, pow. Well, there's a little old doozy. Well, come on, let's go get it.
Wait, just a minute, Grandpa.
What for?
Well, Grandpa, maybe we don't deserve that there prize.
What are you talking about? Kate won it, Luke.
Well, that's just it, Grandpa. Kate won it. And she won it because she was the best, not because of anything that we done.
Now, wait a minute, Luke.
Look, listen, Grandpa, be honest. Kate won it on her own merits.
Well, she's getting all the honors, ain't she? Getting the trophy and getting the name in the paper. As far as the prize money goes, why, we ain't spending all of it. There'll be $1.50 left, and she can spend it all on doodads. Come on, son. Oh, excuse me.
Grandpa!
Kate!
Oh, I've got the most exciting news. I came in to do some shopping, and Mr. Carter told me I won that contest.
No.
And I not only get a trophy, I get $50 worth of merchandise. So I bought us a new iron and a toaster and a carpet sweeper, all the things we've been needing. But I only fit $48, so there's $2 left. Here, Grandpa, you take one, and Luke, you take one, and you go buy yourself some doodads. See you later.